A lot of our mindsets, a lot of our beliefs, a lot of our powerful mindsets, and even our powerful self-limiting beliefs and mindsets control the way we live our life, the way we feel, the way we react, the way we respond to situations, people, and events. When you wake up every single morning, know that the day can throw you anything. There can be ups, there can be downs, there can be happiness, there could be sadness, there could be anything that happens. There could be difficulties, there could be challenges, there could be bliss, there could be ecstasy, there could be everything. You don't know what the day is going to throw you, but we can be prepared. How can we prepare ourselves for something that we know or we don't know may happen to us? We prepare ourselves with the deep understanding that whatever comes our way, we have the strength and we have the courage to get through. Most religions and spirituality talks about the fact that we are never given something that we cannot manage. And when you reflect, when you sit down and reflect on your life and you go through the worst things that have happened to you, okay, you found that you got through it some way or the other. Some of you got through it quickly, some of you took some time, some of you were still struggling. But when we wake up with that knowledge and that deep understanding every morning that yes, whatever the world, whatever the day throws us, we have the courage and the strength to get through it. No matter what, our day becomes more easy. Life seems to be more beautiful, even though there may be ups and downs in life. No one said life is going to be easy. No one but the movies and the songs said that life is going to be great all the time, that our suffering will disappear, that there will not be any suffering. The sooner we realize that suffering is a part of life, it's a part of life. Okay, in the same way you can find meaning in life, you can also find meaning in suffering, although I wish that everyone's suffering is easy for them and easy for all of us to overcome. But it's a part of our life, and the sooner we stop resisting, suffering, the sooner we are able to embrace the powers that we have within us to go through that suffering. It's going to be difficult, it's going to be tough. No one said life isn't going to be that way. But when you wake up thinking that life's just going to be a fairy tale, now we can believe, we can visualize, we can dream, we can imagine, we can wish it would be that way. That's okay, don't stop doing that. Don't ever stop imagining the best for you. We can imagine all of that, but don't set your expectations so high that when life pops that dream bubble of yours, you crumble, you crash, you hit rock bottom, you go into depression, you can't get out of it. You take devices like over drinking alcohol, drugs, physical abuse, mental abuse, emotional abuse, all of that stuff. You let negative emotions rust you from inside. Okay, that's because your expectations were too high. Your expectations, you didn't meet them. Don't live your life with a feeling of entitlement. Know that you need to, you reap what you sow. It's as simple as that. The law of life is the law of compensation. You get what you give. What's happening in your life today is dependent on what you have done. Can you change the course? Of course you can change the course by changing your action, by changing what you do, by changing the way you think. It's still within your control. But the law of compensation, no one is above the law of compensation. No matter whether you're a billionaire, whether you're a politician, whether you're an actress, an actor, a doctor, whatever it is, you are not above the power of compensation. There are certain laws of life, and the law of compensation is one such law of compensation. Today, if things aren't going well for you in your life, you can blame it on God, you can blame it on people, you can blame it on everyone. But it's time for you to reflect. If you really want to change, if you really want to come out of that problem, you got to sit back and reflect and understand, what have you done to get to this position right now? What have you attracted in your life with your thought process, with your actions? What have you done maybe 10 years ago that you have to suffer today? But we don't look at that because we want to project our blame and our anger and our failures on someone else or the world, and that never gets us anywhere. So every day when you wake up in the morning, whether you pray, you chant, you meditate, whatever it is, you wake up with that knowledge and deep understanding in your heart that no matter what happens today, you have the strength and the courage to do it, to get through it. And you don't have to do it on your own. You can reach out to people. There is nothing weak in reaching out to people. There is nothing weak in expressing grief. There is nothing weak in asking for help. There is nothing weak in crying. There's nothing weak in saying, I don't know, I need help. I'm losing it. I'm lost. I feel weak right now. I need strength. There is nothing wrong in asking. When we don't ask, we feel alone all of the time. Most of our loneliness is created by us. We live in our prisons of self-created loneliness because we don't choose to live as a human being. understanding that we have the power to ask. So when we put that ego and we put that pride down, we can reach out. The beauty of intimacy is communication, deep communication. Intimacy doesn't just have to be physical sex. It can be great physical sex, but it can also be better when your intimacy is built on communication, where someone can you can share your deepest, your darkest secrets, your problems, your pains, your fears, everything. You can expose yourself to someone or some people, and then you realize that you're not alone and you have the strength and the power to get through it, because we all connect with one another at an emotional level. Some of you at a superficial emotional level, some people at a deeper connection, which is an intimate connection that gets us inner peace and inner strength. Only you own your inner peace. Don't let your inner peace be owned by people outside of you, by events, by situations, by the news, by the media, by social media, whatever it is. You own your inner peace. You are responsible for it. So again, I will repeat, when you wake up every single morning, wake up with that strength in you, that courage in you, that you know that you will get through no matter what life throws you. You will get through it alone or with people or with help or whatever it is. And when you know that you have that feeling in you, it makes life immediately seem a little bit easier, a little bit more beautiful. A beautiful life is not a measure of nothing bad happened to me today. A beautiful life is, hey, there were good times today, there were bad times today, but I feel good right now because I got through those bad times easily, and I'll get through more bad times easily. That is the beauty of life.